Hey everybody, Adam Savage alongside Dan Lanigan with part of his amazing collection. How are you, sir?
Good, how you doing?
I am, well, now I'm really good because we got a ZF1 sitting on this table.
We do.
This would be, I think, in your collection, the prop that I know by far the best. Like, I crawled so far inside of this. In the early aughts, I drew this in SketchUp. Like, I don't even know how to use SketchUp, and I have
figured it out.
Yeah, I did. I figured out
so
all
you
the
could figure
structure.
out, yeah.
I looked at screenshots for days and days and days and days, and eventually the structure became apparent, and I've built a half dozen of these. It is one of my all-time favorite movie weapons. This is the ZF-1 from the Fifth Element.
It is.
I should let Dan talk at some point, don't you think?
If you want, I'm happy to. So this particular version of the ZF-1 was the flamethrower version.
Literally
Yes.
his favorite.
Yes. Oh yeah, it's his favorite. Yeah. So this was the one that was wired up to shoot the flames. As you know, they had multiple versions, each one doing a different weapon.
Yep.
And it is missing some pieces. So when it was after filming, a bunch of these got taken apart. The weapons got taken out. They were rebuilt to put them together as film memorabilia. And like the piece that would go under here, which I learned from you, is a model miniature.
It's literally the body is what's there in the film.
So this is not that piece.
No.
It is just a block of wood painted black to kind of fill that space. This no longer functions as a flamethrower, but the lights do work if you put a battery in, which there isn't right now. It's just a wonderful piece of kit that I love. It's, the pocket fisherman of weapons.
It's totally amazing. Can I I want to highlight a couple things here. One thing I love about it being the flamethrower is that the very first thing I figured out on the gun is that this tip is the tip of a microtorch. And it happened to be the tip of the microtorch I owned.
So you were able to completely identify immediately.
That was the first found part that I identified. And they have bent it so that the tip can be here for the gas that they're firing from the flamethrower. So I think that if I look back here and look at the back of that piece, yes, I can see that they've got a port there so that they can put in a gas feed. Oh my God, that's amazing. So that this was completely practical. Gary Oldman told me that that was actually his favorite day on set.
Oh, really?
Yeah, getting to hold this while flames came out. He's like, that was really pretty special.
He definitely looked like he was enjoying it in the movie.
He totally was. We replicated this on Savage builds, and I made one that did everything. The flamethrowers are very hard to operate in California. There's like 3 people with a license to operate them. And one of them is a good friend of mine. So we brought him in.
Fantastic.
Another thing that I love is that the writing that you can see on the side of the rocket here.
Right.
That rocket is the tip of a Bullpup Estes rocket. And that sticker comes in the kit.
I totally recognize that now. I had no idea. See, I'm learning stuff about pieces that I have in my own collection. This is great.
That's amazing. Those are the 2 found parts. I spent forever trying to figure out what this thing is, and I think it's custom.
Right.
It looks like something I remember. It looks like a welding tip or something, but I was never
familiar.
able to determine. Yeah.
Right.
Among the other things, let's see here. Oh, man. The other thing is that people don't realize this couldn't fold up like it does in the film. When it unfolds, it is a CG model, but I'm looking at the inside. These have the blue arrow shooters in them. Does these open?
I never tried it.
Because what I can see, Dan, the blue anodized holder for the arrows in there.
They are separate pieces. I just don't know if there's a retractable or not.
Yeah, let me see if I can see a mechanism in there. It doesn't look, oh, you know what? No, it looks, well, wait. Wow, no, it's really, so I have, in the research I did, I could not find any behind the scenes pictures forever until someone on the RPF said that there's a shot in the German DVD. So I'm now proud owner of Die Fifth Element.
Nice. And it sounds like a different kind of movie.
Well, and the thing is that you have to navigate the menus without speaking German. So I eventually found behind the scenes, and I have a shot of Simon Atherton. He was the armorer on this. And Simon Atherton did everything from this to Gladiator, right? He did like
Yes.
decades worth of the best
well-known, highly respected armor.
And I have a picture of his guys with 4 of these on a table in various states of undress. So you can see that this has a 2-plate structure that held all of the weapons and that they could bolt these fiberglass shells on top of them.
Well, how does it feel? Like at that point, you probably already figured out how this thing was put together, right?
Yes.
So you're just like, oh, confirmation. There we go.
Exactly. And I got that confirmation actually at Prop Store. Right?
Oh.
They had this on display at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yes.
And I got to go see it in person. I think I was, if I remember correctly, there was this moment where I'm in a costume and I'm looking at this and it's behind glass and I look at it and I'm like looking at it and I bump my head on the glass. And this guy standing next to me, who's just a random guy, turns to me and goes, Adam?
How?
Well, I'm in a full costume, and at San Diego Comic-Con at that point in time, if someone was in a full costume, it was a non-zero chance it could have been me.
Okay, that's a good point. And what did you respond?
I nodded.
Yeah.
Okay. I nodded and went like this. I really want to see if I think these might be glued in because there's no budge at all to them. But from behind Dan, there is a Bondo with a blue anodized thing potted into it on the inside of these.
That's cool.
So at some point, if you ever get around to maybe wanting to add that and do a little resto on it.
Since that is a replica piece or a temporary piece, I might just do that.
Yeah, and then when you're taking a look at it, you might be able to display it with a little extra more fun in it.
That would be cool.
This to me is, this is another piece where this is also from that same Star Trek model, I believe.
Is there one on the other side too?
Yeah, there's matching pieces.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, so what is that?
I'm not exactly sure. I have castings of it.
Right.
It's been so long I can't quite remember the model kits that I found these from. But this has also been determined. This front piece here is a bunch of Greeblies from some specific model kits.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Well, that makes sense. Detail these things. Use pieces that they've been using for model building and prop building for years.
Totally. Go into the mold room and ask for some little stuff to. I've always loved that the base of this is just that shelf liner. Which a lot of people use as a holding down things while routing them.
That's right, yeah.
And this is all over the piece. It's also decorated on the inside of this. I own, so if someone who worked on the film sent me a couple of pieces from production. They sent me a raw casting of this piece and a raw casting of this piece. And they are not nearly the technical quality of what you have here. They must be from a stunt one because they're just like one layer of fiberglass.
Right. That makes
I would imagine, like, for when he's got to throw them, you just do a really thin skin. But like, this is an amazing piece, Dan.
Yeah, I love it. It's such a everyday tool for a megalomaniac corporate businessman of the future. You want to have every type of weapon at your side. It's probably the ZF2 is probably smaller and did more, right?
Oh my God, we need a ZF2.
That's right.
I want to tell you the last fact I want to tell you is that the handle of the ZF1 is actually the handle from the Mangalore rifle.
That's interesting. That's really cool.
The very same. They just cut it off and boop, popped it in there.
Makes sense. He probably made those guns originally, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, the Mangalore rifles. Yeah, 100%. So he just reused the same.
Of course.
Piece.
What works?
You had this. You have this up on the wall, and you had it up next to this other piece, which I feel like was inspired by.
Very might be. It's.
Can we talk about it?
If you can move that guy over.
Yep. Here we go. And then I'm going to bring this one over, and I'll lay him down. Oh my God. I've only seen pictures of these things, but
there were versions of this gun for the film. This is Galaxy Quest. So this would have been one of Saris's men's guns, and this specific one matches to when Sam Rockwell is running around with the gun and going crazy. So this particular is like it's not a stunt. Well, it actually kind of is a stunt. It's a lighter weight version of the gun, and
for the most part, I will tell you that whenever an actor is not actually mechanically operating a gun on camera, it's probably made of rubber.
Right.
Armors just prefer to hand them a chunk of rubber than any other thing if it's possible.
Well, because they could break it, they can hurt themselves, lots of reasons.
You don't want to hand someone a 3-pound thing if you don't have to.
Exactly.
This is beautiful in its construction. There's so much intricacy to it. Like
especially the finish on the outside. This almost leaf or some sort of material. It
feels like rotted alligator skin.
Yeah, exactly. but it's not that. But that's what it looks like.
Yeah, I can't even
like some sort of a reptile skin.
This is great. This is one of my. When you work in special effects, you're never working on a great movie. That is the rule.
But you did work on
I worked on this picture for 2.5 weeks, and it is absolutely my favorite movie that I worked on. Tell me about when you got this.
So I purchased this. I acquired this through a friend of mine in the industry, in the prop collecting industry. He had early on acquired a bunch of Galaxy Quest pieces. And I, of course, being myself, if you ever sell this stuff, I adore this movie. I would like to get it. And I was able to work out a deal with him. And he had the tricorder version of the Galaxy Quest. He had a couple different types of phasers. He had Ceres's, he had one of Ceres's guys, the head on the spike.
Oh, nice.
It was like a wide variety of pieces. It wasn't difficult to find those because he had already searched it out.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love it. And, Galaxy Quest, I was recently, just a couple days ago, watching an interview with Jonathan Frakes and Patrick Stewart of Star Trek Next Generation. And Jonathan Frakes was retelling the story of seeing Galaxy Quest and calling Patrick Stewart and said, "You have to go see this movie. you have to go see this movie." And so, it was when Patrick Stewart was working on X-Men. He went to the theater and he went and saw this again the same weekend. He said he was blown away. It was like reliving his days on Star Trek Next Generation, if that was actually real. It blew him away.
Amazing.
And then they were like, "Why didn't we do this?"
Oh, of course.
Why didn't they, because that's...
Well, it is the third best Star Trek movie.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the cast is so good.
It's so
Weaver playing such a different version of any character she's played.
Completely. I saw her in an interview. She was asked, "Why did you do Galaxy Quest?" She was like, "I wanted to do a movie that I could bring my daughter to." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that checks out."
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Your filmography is really difficult.
It is.
I remember when we were working on it, among the things that we got to do was we got to, for the first time, I think, at ILM, build a crappy version of a spaceship, because we built the television version of the spaceship, and then we built the hero version, so like 4 times bigger.
The TV version first?
Yeah, I don't know if we built that first, but it was part of that part of the build.
Oh.
So there was a nice crappy TV version.
Yeah. Which is fun, and I imagine it was much more using the old school techniques that you would have done for television.
It totally was, and then I remember the nacelles on the engines of the Hero 1 were actually a brand new piece of technology that Grant Imahara brought to production. He made a custom circuit board, and this is way back, like 2001, that allowed him to have a glowing sequence on the nacelles that he could advance frame by frame for the motion control shoot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they were numbered
smart.
so you could know where you were and all of that stuff.
That's great.
But I totally think these guns were inspired loosely by the ZF-1.
I would say, I would think it would be the case. I mean, the top pod and the bottom pod, and I think in the movie they kind of clamshell up just like that does. It's pretty cool.
One of the things about talking about props on camera is that you often are revealed that the prop makers spent so much time on stuff you never see. But it all matters. All the different bits of wear and tear on this speak to a kind of a culture, to a planet that has totally different difficulties than ours, I have one more thing to tell you that you did not know. I'm going to move this over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to explain to you the origin of a mark on this beautiful piece, which is on its underside. Ooh, okay. I'll get my fingers out from under there.
Don't hurt yourself.
No. So on the underside here, there's this rectangular panel here.
Yes, right.
Luc Besson's original plan for that was that it had a little telephone in it.
Again, the corporate weapon of choice has got to have a communicator.
There's a picture of him behind the scenes with a little phone and a little squirrely going back to the thing. So as part of my construction of this, my casting of the bottom has a void there, and Sean Morgan and I made the phone. I'll send you a casting.
Oh, I would love to see it.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's fantastic. Now, I wonder if any of the versions of this had that in it.
Yeah, I'm really curious.
Because if he had the phone,
clearly one version had it, and maybe they scrapped it after that. Right. Yeah, it never shows up in the film.
Wild. That's cool.
Oh my goodness, this is.
So if you were using the ZF1 or this pod gun, which one do you think would be successful in a gunfight?
In a gunfight, probably more that thing, right? I can swing that thing. This thing has so much momentum.
Right. That's right.
I'm never going to.
And then probably figure out what mode you need to be in instead of just pulling the trigger.
Right? You're yelling at it.
Yeah.
On the film, when he's firing the bullets, you can actually see that there's an AK-47 built into the thing, and you can see the ejection port.
Yep.
Yeah, you can witness the ejection port.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we've spent enough time on these. There's one more piece I want to talk about that is in this room.
Okay.
Dude, it's the gun from Eraser!
It sure is.
This is one of my favorite early science fiction favorite weapons, the railgun. It's a railgun.
It's a great gun from a not so great film, in my opinion.
Fair. Yeah. I don't remember much about the film except the very distinctive barrel of this beautiful prop.
Oh, and then the eyepiece could look through buildings.
Oh, did it really?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Well, obviously this one did.
Right, yeah. Can we talk about this?
Yes, let's talk about it. So this is a pneumatic version.
Okay, what does that mean? It actually had a way to...
Yeah, so this tube, I think there was two different types of air pressure. There was a high pressure air volume, and then this certainly looks like it was just some sort of low pressure.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure beyond that what it did, but it is a very detailed, heavily used piece. I think even the barrel is bent. It was dropped at one point.
Yeah, it is a little canted to the left there. Wow. Oh, right. There's this whole business. I forgot about that. Wow, right. So these are probably these little, there they are, little sprung cylinders. Oh, man. We see a lot of carbon fiber on props these days. Or what is a simulation of carbon fiber?
That's right. It's simulation.
This is real carbon fiber. This is real fiber layup. It's like you can see all the classic artifacts of that. They must have had so much fun making this back in the day. This is 1996, is that right?
Well, I think with Eraser, the idea behind the gun is a big part of the plot point of the film.
Right.
So
it is
I would imagine
MacGuffin.
that, it's a MacGuffin. So you have a lot of money that you're going to put into making this gun feel real and look like it's actually doing what it's supposed to do.
I think that this is a real piece of military hardware that they made a casting of and bolted to the side. This green light, man. Yeah. This is the thing, right?
Yeah. So this you could see through buildings, and then it would track someone's heartbeat.
That's right.
So you can make sure you get a dead AI kill every time.
Because
this was a railgun, so it would go through buildings as well.
Right. Railguns are one of my favorite sci-fi weapons. The Expanse is railguns, right?
Pitch perfect.
I mean, that's the thing about railguns is like once they enter the melee, you're boned.
You're done.
That's what's so great about them. Yeah, exactly. Pew, pew, pew.
That's right.
I just want to talk about the robustness of this. This is incredibly. Do you know how many they made for the film?
I don't. Yeah. There were a number of heroes. I'm guessing because not only do you see a number of them in the film because you see crates of them, but I'm guessing this was a piece that probably broke down because it's so complicated.
Right.
And I think, I don't know, you can kind of see now.
That looks like the smackdown of an M60 almost.
Take the screw off. Oh, so I guess that might be where you would
have a battery of some kind?
A battery or even, I don't know. With this open, you would put ammo in here maybe? I'm not sure.
Oh, dude.
I'll just leave this off.
I love me some railguns, man.
Yeah.
How long have you had this piece?
About 10 years.
Yeah?
Yeah, about 10 years.
Oh, Yeah. That's the whole, all I remember from the film is that thing.
And it's so awkward looking, but it's cool.
Oh, yeah. No, what, again, railguns are the best. Dude, thank you so much for letting me see part of your collection.
Absolutely.
I'm going to shake hands carefully and hold this thing upright.
All right. Don't shoot Norm.